Hello, and welcome to this segment called How to Be a Better Speaker. I have had something said to me quite a few times this last few days. I can't do social media lives. And I said, okay, tell me why. Can you give me a bit more information? What's the rub? What's the resistance here? And what comes back is, I don't look professional enough. Okay, define that for me, unpack it. Let's dig into this a bit more. Well, I don't have a good lighting system or a microphone and I'm not looking professional all the time because I see people out and about and doing these lives walkie-talkie style and I don't feel professional when I'm out like that. So I've said, okay, define professional. Give a bit more detail. Because yes, if you're out and about, you're not going to have a lighting rig and you're not going to have a podcast-worthy mic or whatever. So what else is there in there? What's the belief that you're holding on to? What's the definition of professional? Well, in business attire. And the problem is, I won't be taken seriously if I don't look the part, if I don't look professional. Okay. And then I've gone on to have a bit of fun with them. So come with me on this journey and see if this is something that you can relate to. Have there been any examples of times in your life where you haven't been in professional attire and still been taken seriously? Well, let me give you an example. You drink coffee, right? Yeah. And you've been to a coffee shop on the weekend when you may not necessarily be wearing business attire? Yes. Have you been taken seriously? Have you got your coffee? Yes. So it's not always that you have to be in business attire to be taken seriously. What about children? Yes. So what about when you're calling them for supper? Are you in business attire? No. And do they take you seriously? Yes. Okay, strike two. And then depending on how well I know them. What about in the bedroom? Are you expected to wear business attire to get treated as credible? No. Okay, strike three. So I think we can safely say then that you don't have to be professionally attired to be taken seriously. Now, okay, you could argue context and all of that. My point is, what are you telling yourself? What are those internal scripts you're running that mean you're running away from something you know will serve your audience? By getting your message out to the wider world, are ultimately serving you. Because let's face it, social media, we know, is a vast opportunity for getting your message out there for free, unless you do the paid ads. Now, whilst the algorithms decide to change tack with every blow of the wind, what is still current, and I think will be forever after, is that live videos are the top dog. They're the ones that get pushed out the most because people want to be engaged with you. And if you keep it going long enough so that you have the chance that Facebook or Insta will pull in your followers, they'll alert them to it, then great, keep up the good work. Now, yes, you will have to have a plan of what you're going to say ahead of time so that you have some coherence with a call to action at the end. And the point is, you don't need to have it perfectly scripted. You don't need to have a brilliant lighting rig. You don't need to have a wonderful microphone to be seen as credible. You, real and raw, authentic, credible message. Make sense, speak to your ideal audience, have a light bulb moment for them. And that probably didn't work because of my microphone. Bulb moment for them. And see the reaction you get. The point is, what are the scripts you are running? What are those things you are telling yourself that are actually stopping you from moving forward? As a speaker, dig into those things that you know you should be doing. What is it that's seen as a good idea that you know is going to further your cause? Your poking the bear moments. What is it that you're holding back from? And dig into the why behind it. Find that internal script and check in. Is there any credibility in that? Are there examples where that script is proven to be wrong? So you can't generalize to every situation. I leave that with you for today. How are you going to be a better speaker? By checking in with those internal scripts. Do they still serve you? And if they don't, flip them consciously to something that does. My credibility, being taken seriously, does not reflect or rely on how I look. It's how I speak into the hearts and minds of the audience. And that doesn't matter what I'm wearing or where I am. I leave that thought with you. How are you challenging those internal scripts so that you can reach hearts and minds of your audience? For now, bye from me.